Season 89-90 will be the season that we will all remember as the season that Sunderland got themselves back into the First Division. The division which we all believe that's where they belong. It's where I believe I belong as a manager, where this club should always be. And hopefully this next coming season will be one to be enjoyed. But the one which has just gone is one that started with a tremendous away win at Swindon, went on with some fabulous performances in between there, like the 4-0 win here against Watford, with Marco getting his hat-trick. Also, there were some poor performances, but we've tried to forget those, which people tend to do when things have gone quite well. And we had other good times. We had a good spell at the end of the season with a run of away wins, which dragged us into that top six. The weekend where we played Wolves and Paul Hardiman got the winner, where we won 1-0 at Wolves, and then went on to Port Vale and Paul Hardiman did it again and got the 1-0 win. Those sort of things will always stick in my memory. But we'll also got to remember that we did go to the playoffs and played Swindon and didn't particularly perform well. But we've got to remember that we did get there by beating Newcastle at their own ground.
Christensen. Oh, good play by Christensen, being chased there by Bracewell. He's got space. There's McGee, a chance for the shot, and oh, he hit the post. McGee hit the post. Nine minutes on the clock, and the first real attack of the match. John Kay with the throw. Owers. Chance here for Gates, and Gates has scored. Eric Gates shoots Sunderland into the lead, and that's a very important goal indeed. The Sunderland fans rejoice. 13 minutes into the game then, and the first time that Sunderland have really pierced this Newcastle defence, and they finish with a goal. So it's Newcastle United 0, Sunderland 1. Scott missed it. This is Stimson. Gabardini. Gates. So good at turning his Gates, and it's the same combination. Burridge makes a save from Owers. And it nearly worked a second time. Gabardini swings it across. Oh, was that was very close to handball by Brock. Down goes Mark McGee. Christensen going across to take the throw. Hoists it towards that 6-yard box. Oh, they've missed it. Chance here. McGee to score. Blocked by Norman. Quinn can't get it under control. Get it out again. 5 minutes left on the clock in this first half, but some stoppage time to add on. Almost an identical position to the last free kick. Again, it's Kevin Brock, the taker. Looking for Quinn. Oh, hooked away there by young Warren Hawke. This is Bradshaw. Quinn. Good turn by Quinn. And a good cross. Oh, and an acrobatic attempt there by Mark McGee. This is Gates. Owers working his way through. Christensen, all cut out by Bracewell. And a chance here. Oh, a great save from Burridge. I think the flag was already up though, so it wouldn't have counted, but Burridge wasn't to know that. Newcastle United's throw. Aitken to Quinn. Bennett got above him. This is Paul Bracewell. Good ball for Gabardini. Gabardini deciding to have a run at Scott, getting past him. Burridge has stayed on his line. Oh, and a deflection there. Burridge did well to recover. Gates. Oh, Gabardini getting round Addison, who recovers brilliantly, and the final shot coming in from young Warren Hawke. So Ruben Agbula, who made over 100 appearances for Southampton, knocks in the free kick. Met by Anderson. Gates, nice touch to Gabardini. There's the cross, Stimpson's there, it must be a goal! Oh, Stimpson did well to recover, and Gary Howes can't believe it. The goal was gaping. Agbula's header. Warren Hawke beginning to find a little more space on this side as Newcastle commit more bodies to the attack. Gabardini now. Gates. Gabardini, a chance here for him to sew it up, and he's done that! 5 minutes left for play. The Gates-Gabardini combination works. And Sunderland are surely on their way to Wembley. Well, the fans storming on, they'll hold up proceedings, but there's no way they can change the scoreline. It's Newcastle United 0, Sunderland 2.
We're really on top form out there this evening.
Yeah, I thought we were under cosh a bit, but over the couple of games we played, I think we, probably just about shaded it and deserved to go through. But, commiserations for Newcastle. Thought they put up a good fight and good character at the end, even when they've been beaten.
Well, tell us about that vital 13th minute goal.
Yeah, well, the last one I got was Santa Claus brought it about Christmas time, I think. So it's been a long wait. I can't really remember much about it. A couple of flick-ons and I was there with a group of people. Just got there before the goalkeeper, I think, and put it in. But well worth waiting for.
Of course, you've been at Wembley with Ipswich Town on that famous occasion. How does this break with that one?
Well, I didn't really play. When they won the FA Cup, I was like 13th man. I couldn't really get on the side. But I played there with England. I made my debut for England there. Great feeling, and I'm really proud that I'm going back there with Sunderland Football Club. It's a great feeling for all the lads. While I've been here, I've seen some downs, but it's certainly hit a peak this year, and I'm pleased for everybody connected with the club.
Well, Mark, a great night for you and for Sunderland.
Yeah, that's an important thing. I mean, although it's got the second goal, Gates has got the first, it was a great night for all the team. Everyone's played well, we've defended well, and supporters have supported as well, so we're really happy.
What was the feeling when you drew 0-0 on Sunday?
Well, I mean, the second half of the season, our form's been a little bit like that. At home, we've been a little bit dicey, sneaking a win or a lot of draws. But away from home, we've been very convincing, and I don't know what it is. Just, I think when teams attack at us, we're good on the break, as we've shown tonight. We counter-attack very well, and it works in our favour.
Well, you've got tremendous pace, haven't you? And I thought Eric Gates had a particularly good game tonight as well.
Yeah, he was probably one of our best players on Sunday as well. And I mean, we rely on the rest of the lads, and we got a good service today, and they've defended well. And then he supplied me with a lot of good balls, which I've been able to get on the end of. I mean, probably on Sunday I could have maybe scored a couple. By my standards, maybe should have done better. But tonight we've got the important goals.
That was a good win, but why don't we look back at some of the other matches through the season with Viv Busby and some of the other boys, and let's see some of the jokes, some of the enjoyments, and some of the goals from those games.
They just jumped the road 30 yards in the air now.
I've come up for a throw-in because we move what we practice, and but it never come to me. It's gone back out to Rubin, who's slipped it into Pask, and he's done quite well here.
Still fit here.
And Gatesy tries to flick it on, and then it falls Marco, and I've been calling for the ball for 5 minutes. I flicked it up and powered it in with my left foot.
Miskicked it.
the goalkeeper had no chance.
It started in on the left-hand side of the pitch, and I remember it was Paul knocking to Gatesy. Brace picked it up, knocked it away to Ruben, and I just picked the ball up and just turned, went at the defender, knocked into Eric, and the guy Eric always does, gives it back, and then just saw the keeper, drew him, and just knocked in the corner, and that's... Then
Ball goes out wide to Paul Hardiman, knocks a long ball forward, and there's a little interchange here, I think, himself and Brace, and he goes out wide to the right, and I think it goes to Ruben. Yeah. It's played into Pask, and he knocks a great ball across. And I just got head on it, and I thought it was going in, hit the post, followed it up, and knocked it on my left foot because I had knocked it with my right, I probably missed. So
You took it pretty well. Yeah.
Quite pleased with that.
This was my first goal. Monty had a couple of touches as usual and give it back. It was quite a good move, this. Got a played out pass. That pass there on Gordon.
Pass never headed a ball.
And a good ball. It's a good ball from Eric here. And great touch on Pask. And it's just one of them where he just met it right. Flew in. It's the second one, I think. Again, Monty come and gets his touch. Gives it back again.
Looks again.
Swings one out to the wing. And it's just this was a bit of luck in this, really. Paul's just helped it on, really, put a bit of pressure on. Oh, was it going again? And I got a bit of a nudge. I don't think the goalkeeper's come for a pass back, but I don't think the defender was ever going to get there. Just got my foot round him. This is the third one. Ruben's got it. I think it's just a long ball again, and just challenged with the defender. And it's broken, lucky for me. Just good touch into the box. Keith to come out and put it round him. Nice hat trick, better than the last one. But I'd scored a hat trick previously, the season before against Ipswich, but as most of us know, got sent off after that, so that spoilt that a little bit. Plus there was 2 penalties really went towards it, whereas that's like 3 fairly good goals, and I thought the first one was very good move, leading up to it as well. And it's just nice to get a proper hat trick.
The defenders missed it. I controlled it well. I went to hit it, but I just must hit it. And then it came back to me there. And then I just put my head down and just hit a one-man straight in it. I think that's my 50th in my career as a defender.
I've got a long throw up on the left-hand side. Gordon's gone up. Long ball into the box. Aldy's had a nice little jump, and Eric's got a nice little habit of just spinning off and picking the bits up and running around the box, and he's got a great shot there and off the near post. Tremendous little goal, really. He's lovely at that. Little side footers, tap-ins. And so just reacting off the long throw, really. Very good.
I think we get it into the right back position in case he takes it on and knocks a great ball over the top. And there he is, Pask getting there, just getting there before the keeper. And the referee gives us a nice little penalty. Didn't have too much pressure on this one, like later on in the season. Keep nice and forward. Send the keeper the wrong way. Should have done that later on. Penalty ball.
It gets headed out here. And Pask does a great turn here. He plays a 1-2 with Richard Ord, and Pask sends it back into me, and I just keep my head down and hit it at the back of the net.
This was a goal finish I should try and do a bit more often. I think it's just quite a long ball forward from Audi, and I help pace Hauser and the rest of the defence. Just the keeper just stands up and I just hold on to it, just the right moment really. But I think we should start doing that a bit more rather than taking it round. I'm quite pleased with it. Yeah, Gordon's whipped it in. That's a great goal. It's a good ball from Gordon and he's on the move. And if it just lands on the right place, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. And it's just get your head to it and flying. And the third one, oh, a few deflections in there, bit of a scramble. Just take it on the left foot.
Oh, left foot and goal.
Oh, yeah. Audie's off. As you can see, he's a bit pleased with that one. Was that your first ever goal, Audie?
It's just a free kick from the edge of the box. It's something we work on a little bit. The boss just told me that been trying to float them over the wall. The boss just told me try and hit it as hard as I can. And it takes a little deflection and doesn't get in front. Yeah. I think there's a bleed something in the crowd then. Yeah, it was pretty lucky, but it's one of them things. We're really pleased with it.
It's a long throw-in from Johnny Kay. Tried to hit my head. I have a flick on there. Eric get the ball. Gary Bennett just tried to get through. I got the ball, turn. It was a bit lucky to hit with the keeper's leg.
Get in the crowd.
You're just being pushed down. I enjoyed the goal because it was the equaliser.
Special guy in this one, Exeter. Lucky to get back into it down there to get a draw and get them back at home. With the prospects of playing Coventry in the quarter-finals of the Little Cup. So we start there. Elsa has a strike and pass sharp as a razor, following the bits in. Keeper makes a bit of a blob really off his chest. Pasca's there to pick it up and slide it into the back of the net. Nice little, yeah, they were 1-0 up at the time, so that's put us back into the game and took a bit of pressure off the lads really. But as I say, Pasca's followed up very well there. Read the drop-ins, read the bits. And then we're off again. Elsie wins a header. The ball's bobbling about little bits and pieces here. Casey takes it through. Gabbers takes it off in there. Good touch, Gabbers, from there. Nice little clip in. And Gordon gets a touch there. Aki gets onto the end of it there. Gets a little bit of a lucky bounce there, but a great cross. Superb cross, and Gordon's very brave there. Going in between the centre half and the keeper and putting his head. I wouldn't put my boot. So, great goal that, taking the ball. So now we're back in the driving seat at 2-1 and lads are relaxing a bit. Aki again here, look, great feet. The little lad's got great feet. Clips a great ball in there for Pasca, made a good run. Howes put the ball across the Gabbers. If you look now, we've got Pasca and Gary Howes tramming as fast as they can to get in the box. Marco steadied himself wide there. Great cross, comes back to Gatesy, get a little ricochet. Here it comes again, and there's Eric again, just reading the little bits. Great strike. Now you'll see something funny here. He goes across to the camera and then has a look in the camera and says, have you got that on film? Look at this here, look, watch that. Magnificent, eh? That's sense of humour from the little man, superb. But a great build-up, I mean, and getting people in the box, that's how we scored that one. Here it comes again. Hauser on the ball here, good bit of skill across to Benno. Nice early ball, keeping the ball moving across to Gordon. Gordon's looking for the far post here, back across the top. Get a lucky ball there, that should have been cut out really, but Pass now on the ball, steadies himself, picks up a bit of pace and gets the boy going the wrong way and foots out, and there's a penalty for you. So now we've got my man the curler. I don't miss from any of these. As he says, only the important ones he misses. Corners a cucumber, steps up, knows what he's going to do. There it is. Classed. 4 wasn't very happy with that. Got the corner here. Gordon, good pace on the corner. Big fella attacks the ball well, gets it out well for them. Aki plays a nice little ball there. It's bobbling about there. It's a bit of a pinball machine here at the moment. Gordon gets hold of it again, steadies himself. Doesn't look, just whips it in. And now we see Gary Bennett here with the skill of Rivellino. He's holding it here. We get good support from Paul Hardiman. Great cross coming up there. Benno did ever so well there. to keep it in. A great strike from Mackie. Gates is in the right place at the right time. Quick deflection sends the keeper the wrong way and demoralised Exeter. So that puts us through to Coventry. Obviously very gratifying for the lads and a good money spinner as well.
This was the game against Oxford here, and just shows you sometimes what can happen in a game. The ball's got played out, nothing much happening, and Casey's coming in, won a tackle like he's never should win, done brilliantly. From there we've broke forward. Gary Howes as usual got down the wide, played a good ball into me, and I've just got my toe on the end of it. But you know, from nothing where really we were defending, John's won a tackle that, you know, a lot of players wouldn't even consider attempting, and he's come out on top. This is Port Vale. We were 2-0 down at the time, so we needed. We were doing quite well in the league, so we needed the, you know, obviously to get a point at least out of it. And high ball into our defence. Ruben's done well. And Gordon's played a good ball to me there. I've just pulled away a little bit from the centre half, took it on the chest and put it away. It's a good ball instead of sometimes going near the side where the player is, pulling away the other side, and something we work on sometimes. We come off that side.
We're doing a quick corner there. Gordon is taking the ball. Corner's coming in. They defend the ball. Ball is coming to Paul Braceland. He's clipped the ball into Pasky. He's doing very well there. Crossed the ball to the far post, and I'm there and couldn't miss this one. It was only
brilliant cross.
1 meter off the line, you know. Brilliant cross from Pasky.
He's still got grass burns on his knees.
Yeah.
This is a game against Brighton, and we've got a free kick there. Gordon and Bracer on it, and young Aki. And this is a professional reading the situation. We have something worked out here, and the ball comes to Paul Bracewell, and it doesn't work the way it should have done. So he lifts his head and tries something different, and we eventually score from it. You can see him here. Look, it's not worked, so he's changed his mind, clipped it in. Benno gets a great header onto the bar. Keeper's there. Thomas reacts. I don't know if he's kicked it out of his hands or what, but the goal counts. But I mean, a good goal purely and simply from the fact that Brace lifted his head and changed something that wasn't on. As I say, reading the situation. So in the end, we score from it, and it's a good goal. Thomas reacting. Love them, Thomas, from 2 yards, eh?
Yeah.
Brighton have got the ball here, and this just shows how we get back in defence. Paul Bracewell's heading the ball out on his own 18-yard box. Gordon gets the ball. Gabbers makes a great run forward. Gordon's a bit lucky to get the ball through, but the runs come from Gabbers, which is great. And he attacks the player tremendously, gets a shot in and hits the keeper, and Thomas is there reacting again. But the good thing about it is that Gabbers has hit the target. He's not missed it, he's not tried to blast it. He's hit the target, keeper's made a save, dropped it. Thomas is picking the bits up. I mean, great reaction from Big Thomas again.
Well, so just a long kick from Tony, and just a challenge, I think, from Gary Howes, I think. I'm just bobbling about there, and they try to clear. He's come out to Casey, and he's won a great tackle there. There's a nasty tackle there coming in there. And Casey's reacted, obviously, because it was a terrible tackle, and I think fair to do the goal % off, because it was a terrible tackle, and it could have caused Casey a lot of pain there. But as we go on here, it's resulted from that free kick. And it's, as you can see, Brace and Howes on the ball here. And it's a lovely little dinky ball in, and Gabbers with just a little loopy header and in the top corner. Good goal. At the time I was injured, and I think I was sitting in the stand somewhere watching this. And it was a good game. I think the second goal, I say it was a good couple of moves in middle of midfield, and Benno's come here and he's done great. His left foot nipped it out to Kieran. And this is what Kieran's good at, picking the ball up with pace, sending the defender the other way, and a great ball in. And Gordon, brave as ever, knocks in the back of the net, which is a great goal.
Well, we got a throw on the right, and John Kay threw it, and Marco tried to connect, and the ball just came to us, and I hooked over my head, and I've seen it go in. It's special for me, because it's my first goal at senior level. Yeah, it was really pleasing. Yeah, that made it 1 each. Then they went 2-1 up. About 10 minutes into the second half, then we came back at them just within 2 minutes. We equalised.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Managed just to get the break of the ball then.
It was a good run.
Thought it was a penalty. We got it.
That's pace at defenders in here, isn't it?
I mean, the thing about that, he's turned tremendously well there, Johnny. Just took it with the outside of his left foot, and he's done the fella for pace straight away, and he just kept going and attacked people. Got himself in the box, and he's got brought down at the end of it. I mean, that's sheer skill and pace.
And then, see, that's one of the best penalties I've seen.
That was a penalty, wasn't it?
The keeper would have saved that.
This was an important match, this, wasn't it? Because it was after our bad run, and West Ham had beaten us, they'd have gone above us. So we just, it was an important game.
Get the ball here, Selma be dummy, cross it, and great finish by Gary Ayers.
That's a great finish. Brilliant.
That's a great cross again, and now Gary Ayers is on the back post there, expecting the ball to come over the back of the defenders, and connected it tremendously well.
Yeah, on the volley. And then this is the one, I get the ball and, well, sort of lose it a bit, then get it back, play it out left to Paul, who then plays it up the wing for Marco, takes it on, great finish. Nice dummy, but it's a bit luck when the boy falls.
I just clip him a little bit.
And then he takes it on, great finish. I think that must have been one of the best games of the season.
Yeah, it was. That made it 4-2, and they come back again, didn't they, after that? So we had to hang on in the end. I think that set us on our way, didn't it, towards our running for the end of the season.
I think the thing about that game as well is that, I mean, you've got two attacking sides, both having a go, both wanting to play football. You know, and you get 4-3 scoreline, it's tremendous entertainment.
It's from the kick-off, the ball goes out wide, I think I knock it out wide. And just starts from there. And it goes. Not sure who plays it out there, the camera's a bit far away to be honest, but I think Casey knocks a good ball in and I head it down. Get up and head it down, and Gabbers finishes off brilliant. Great strike. That's a good goal. Obviously he's just about killed him.
We'd had a bit of a dodgy first half in that game, I think, and we come out and got straight away, so it was quite pleasing.
With the crowd in.
Yeah, get the crowd behind it. And this is the second one. This is what I mean, Stoke were just about doomed really at the end of the season. So there was, but you know, teams still scrap quite hard, you know, when they're like that. They don't like to, they don't lay down and die, so they make it quite difficult for you. But we've got a corner here. And I've been working, I mean, we talk about people on the move, and Gordon's just come in there. Very difficult to mark, and it's lads on the line. I wasn't very well placed to see that, actually, that game, but I mean, it was definitely in from what, you know, the lads have said, and there was a lot of hassle after the game, Alan Ball claiming it wasn't over the line, but I think we can sort of say it was in. Definitely over the line.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those memories as much as I and the lads did. And unfortunately we didn't win the playoff finals, but we're back in the First Division where we belong. Now let's look back at a few more memories from last season.
Until that's a good ball forward to find Armstrong. Early cross. Yes! It's there. Sunderland have pulled one back through Eric Gates. 5 minutes into the second half. Armstrong. Gates tries to flick it on. Does so. Yes! Gabbiadini pulls one back. Armstrong. Early one through for Gates. No one going through for the overlap, so it's back with Armstrong. Hauser, this is good play. I was trying to go through, and the penalty is given. The Fulham defenders can't believe it, but the penalty is awarded. Gary Howar's going through there, brought down inside the area. His first penalty for the club, and it's successful. It's 1 goal each. Paul Hardiman equalising in the 11th minute. The long throw, Gabbiadini there, but can't turn. Now he still manages to get it though. Drive, driven across for Bennett, and Bennett hits the post up, but Gates forces it there. Eric Gates. Good skill there too from McPhail, finding Gates. Gabbiadini with the early ball through. He's got Hours to his right. Tries to go himself. He does and scores. It's 2-2. Good play. Now Armstrong, you've just seen Hardiman go through on the overlap. Hardiman it is who receives the ball. It's a good cross. And Gates makes it 3-2. And that ball in touch. Gabbiadini, yes, he scores. What a nonchalant shot by Marco Gabbiadini. Bracewell taking over, finding Armstrong. Hardiman on the overlap. It's gone inside though. Good one, coming for Gates. Oh yes, Eric Gates. You can see that one coming all the way. Gates, 2-0. Eric Gates again. Okay. Switches play. In goes Pascoe. And it's a penalty. Pascoe brought down by Baker. Pascoe clearly got there first. Paul Hardiman converted a penalty at Leicester, converted a penalty here against Fulham. This is his third chance. Three out of 3. Good turn by Pascoe. Gets the 1-2, but Bennett scores! It's 4-2. Bennett going in. Oh, the goalkeeper missed that, but he's rescued. Played back in. Gabbiadini with the touch. Bennett. And the penalty given. Bennett brought down. And referee Jim Rushton this time pointing to the spot. So 15 minutes from the end of this match, Paul Hardiman has the penalty. 1-1. No chance for Kendall. The 1-2, but doesn't come off. Bennett in there first. How's that? Nobody in the middle at the moment. He's got to wait for Gabbiadini to get there. There was a push, and it's a penalty. Hauser pushed inside the penalty area. So Sunderland get the chance to equalise, and it was a rare piece of play from Sunderland on their form tonight. That they have woken up a little bit since they conceded the goal, and of course we have no Hardiman tonight to take the penalty kick, so it's a case of who's going to take it. Looks like Gordon Armstrong. And he scores. Gordon Armstrong brings Sunderland level. Bartlett. Bennett with strong play. Cullen. Still Cullen. Oh, it's there, yes! Sunderland take the lead. Hours to take it. cross. Ball inside by Armstrong, yes! Armstrong gets the header. Armstrong's 11th goal of the season from that hour's free kick. So the Sunderland free kick. Yes! Oh, tremendous by Gordon Armstrong. Another long drive forward. That's Garoda with not a very good header. Sunderland being forced across the field though instead of forward, but that's a good ball to find that Bula. Pascoe swerves the ball in, and that's a good header. Oh, it's hit the post and it's there. Sunderland has scored. Oh yes. That's towards Armstrong. Managed to get the header in and find Gates. That was good play. Now Gates into the area for Pascoe. Pascoe to Gabbiadini. Yes! Oh, a brilliant goal by Marco Gabbiadini. A typical Marco strike. Hardiman. Too high for Gates. Bracewell's touch. Armstrong. Now, yes, Gabbiadini, yes! Oh, brilliant piece of Gabbiadini play. An opportunist goal if ever there was one, but that's the way Marco plays. Agbula looking for Gabbiadini. The ball breaks towards Gabbiadini, and that's Gabbiadini's hat-trick. 25 minutes of the second half gone. A good ball through from Agbula, a very good ball through, in fact. I thought just for a moment Gabbiadini had played the ball too far in front of him on his first touch, but he hadn't. He'd done it perfectly, and that's Marco Gabbiadini's first hat-trick not involving a penalty.
Magic from Marco there. That shows what a superb finisher he can be on his day. I mean, the first two, I mean, he showed power and pace and a fantastic strike, but a good build-up for the first one as well. And those sort of things live in people's memories, and they'll definitely live in mine.
They're breaking out in some numbers, and it's a strong run from the number 6. They've got 3 players over, to left and right here. There's real danger for Fulham in the second minute. Gabbiadini lines up the shot, must score and does. So Pascoe turns it back. The number 9, what a tremendous save by Stannard. Brilliant save from Gates. He met that centre from Colin Pascoe on the full, Eric Gates. And Stannard's reactions really like lightning to keep that one out. Now Fulham have been caught napping from the short corner kick. And that's number 2 for Gabbiadini. And that all stemmed from a total lapse in concentration. Well, this could be further embarrassment now for the home side. Peter Scott's given it away. It's off the post, and surely that's number 3. There it is. A chapter of disasters at the back from John Marshall, Peter Scott, and in the end a ricochet off the post as Gabbiadini set it up. Number 3 into the back of the Fulham net from Gordon Armstrong. Stripping off. Well, and what a mistake by Colin Hill. Well, Sheffield United have given the game to Sunderland. That was a good challenge from Stancliffe, but nobody wanted to come for it. And Sunderland away again. Brady gets past Tupen nicely. Can he make it 3-1? He does! Sunderland make it 3-1!
Well played by Keith Downing, but John Kay read it. Good work from the Sunderland fullback. Armstrong forward for Gates. And now Hardiman in. Tries to find the shot and finds the back of the net. Great work by Paul Hardiman. Found space on that far side. Showed his pace. Just found inches past Gary Bellamy and shot across Mark Kendall and into the far corner of the net. Sunderland 1, Wolves 0.
The game at Leicester, I thought, was our best away performance of the season. We broke well, we finished well. I mean, the goal from Gary Howers was a superb finish. Gordon Armstrong was more than happy with his finish. And those sort of things on the day makes you think that you've got an extremely good side. Unfortunately, at times it doesn't carry on after that, but that was one of the games that excited me. And I think the best home game for entertainment all round this season came against West Ham with Kieran Brady showing his bits of magic and showing what the future may hold if this young man carries on progressing the way he has done. Now, that game pinpointed Kieran as possibly a star of the future, and besides that, it was 4-3 and it was tremendous excitement for the fans.
Now a chance for West Ham to break forward. Played inside. Oh, the deflection there. It comes to Slater. And no goal disallowed, I think. We'll have to wait and see. No signal from the linesman. But yes, it's a goal that counts. Where we'll do at the moment. And this is the sort of thing Sunderland never did to Leeds on Tuesday night, but they're certainly doing it to West Ham this afternoon, hurrying, pressurising. As they're doing now, yes! It's Brady with his first goal for Sunderland. Kieran Brady. It was only a half chance, but my goodness, didn't he take it well? He was facing back to goal, and he just flicked it past the goalkeeper with nonchalant ease, and it's the equaliser after 23 minutes. Kieran Brady, the scorer. Martin Allen judges the bounce wrongly. Sunderland have the ball yet again. Pass goal. Brady. Lovely skill by Brady to try and find Gabbiadini. Pascoe heads it, but the goalkeeper that gets there. Kay with an up and under. It's favoured. I thought it was going to favour Bracewell. Away comes Slater though. Now Owens. Kay's gone on an overlap, but Owens doesn't need him. It's a good centre. Oh, and Pascoe missing the chance. The goalkeeper fumbled it. Hardiman wanted to take it quickly. Kay. The crowd expecting a back pass from Kay, but it didn't come. Good positive thinking from Kay, that was. Armstrong turns neatly. The ball ran kindly for him, but he did turn well. Owers was in some space. Tries to play the ball through. It's an awkward one. It's gone to Brady. Parrish facing him. Tries to get the ball over. Doesn't, but there's good support. That was from Hardiman, but this time Parrish does get the ball away. Again, not very far. Lovely skill there from Brady. Now Pascoe. And the ball out. Sunderland the first to show in the second half, but West Ham clear that one okay. Quinn waiting for support, finds it in Slater. Quinn with the cross, good one too. Oh, and West Ham almost getting there, in fact headed off the line by Kay. This is a good move by West Ham. The ball played across, and it's there, it's headed in. Quinn again, across from Martin Allen. Sunderland 1, West Ham 2. Armstrong. Gabbiadini tries to chest it down for Pascoe. Bracewell. Heathcote. Oh, Heathcote almost lost it, but did well to keep possession. Now McPhail. Great turn by Brady. And again, still going. Penalty. Sunderland has a penalty. A brilliant run by Kieran Brady. That's just the sort of run that does cause defenders worry, concern, trouble. And that's what happened. Stuart Slater, with an illegal challenge on Brady, creates the Sunderland penalty. So just 2 minutes after West Ham took the lead for the second time in the match, Sunderland have the chance to draw level. The responsibility lies with Paul Hardiman, and he accepts it in the best possible manner. Sunderland 2, West Ham United 2. Sunderland on the attack once more. Gary Owers, one of those typical long searching raking runs of his. Bracewell takes over. The cross comes over. Gabbiadini. Oh, and it's blocked. And deflected into the arms of the goalkeeper. Gabbiadini with the back flick. Bracewell managing to get it back to Kay. Kay trying to go around his man, he has done, round Keane. Overcomes the cross. Oh! And almost a good one. Pascoe nearly on the end of it. Slater again. Kevin Keane with that cross, and a good save there by Norman. Good chest down by Gabbiadini. McPhail there to cover. Pascoe finding Brady. Good cross by Brady. Brilliant cross, yes! Gary Howers makes it 3-2. And again, Kieran Brady setting up that goal. Ball played into the Sunderland centre. It's bouncing dangerously. And good clearance. Brilliant play there from Mickey Heathcote to get out of that situation. Free kick there. West Ham captain to take this free kick. Oh, a good drive there from a long way out from Martin Allen, but Norman saw it all the way. Liam Brady. Of course, we mustn't forget Kieran on the Sunderland side. Slater. Now Sunderland can break forward after that careless pass. It's Hardiman trying, but he's overrun it, but got it back. Gabbiadini, still Gabbiadini, hits it! Oh, just wide of that post. Chips it inside for Bishop. McPhail heads cleared by Hardiman, finding Pascoe. Pascoe touching it back. Now Brady. Round Paris for the umpteenth time. Still has it. Knocked forward for Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini tricks his man, he's in the penalty area, still going, and scores! Yes, a brilliant individual goal by Marco Gabbiadini. A superb strike. It's 4-2. Now Bishop. Liam Brady. The overlapping McQueen. Allen. Looks for the 1-2 with Brady. And there it is. It's Trevor Morley pulling another goal back for West Ham. It's Sunderland 4, West Ham United 3.
We've seen a lot of goals there, but we've got to remember it's a team game, and without the defenders doing their job and the midfield players supplying the front players, they would not be able to score those goals, and they wouldn't be winning matches. You can only go along and say and pinpoint this fact by saying the outstanding performance possibly of the season was Tony Norman when we played at Wembley in the final.